Oh my God, it is Taylor Mayhem. Tay Sway, Taylor Swift, old Swiftie. Believe it or not, she has pushed up the value of my property. Want to know why? Stay tuned.
I'm the ringleader, so listen up.
Oh, hello.
Good morning, it's Anthony, anti-hero.
No, you are the official anti-hero of the day today, Mr. Mark Novak. I didn't even know anti-hero was a Taylor Swift song.
I hope I'm right. I sort of remembered it, so I wrote it as the heading.
All I know is I don't love and I don't know any of Taylor Swift's songs, but we are listening to them nonstop in the office 24/7. I even had a dream about winning Taylor Swift tickets the other night. That's how sad my life is right now. And that is just how much the world, in particular Sydney and Australia, has been impacted by Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I was over the dinner table last night. I was talking to Jade, my 18-year-old, and she's like, "Dad, 400,000 people in Sydney. She's going to be opposite." And I was like, "What?" Because yeah, it's like 80, 90,000 over 4 nights. Like that's 400,000 people. And I was like, "That's just a shit ton of people to be opposite. That's." In a population in Sydney of 5 or 6 million or 4, 5, 6 million, whatever it is, that's a huge number. That's
massive. And it's not just people living in Sydney that are going to see her. It's people traveling from interstate, from regional Sydney, from regional New South Wales even, coming here into the little Sydney bubble to see one person perform live.
it still astonishes. It's just, I can't believe it. You know what? She did 300,000 people in Melbourne. Like that's a million. Our population's what, 20? That's just so much. 25, 6 million, 8 million. Our population. Like that is why.
Well, we saw it with FIFA, with Harry Styles last year, this kind of influx in people visiting Sydney, high-profile people and events come into Sydney that has helped with tourism, with property prices, with hotels in particular. But Taylor Swift has really taken the cake in the way of a return on investment, really. Like hotel rooms have done 300% better now than this time last year with Taylor Swift coming to market.
So I guess, look, you know, and you know, we're real estate agents. We're in Sydney. We look at the property market all the time, and I think to myself, like, how possibly can she make a positive dent at all into the property market? And it goes a little something like this. If you imagine a real negative event and the detriment that has on a city or a country, and it can be an event, then, and you know, you look at the damage that does.
Yeah.
Then I guess if you have a series of positive events in a city or a country, it would have to do the complete opposite. It would have to do the complete opposite. It would have to be positive. And I think with everyone watching and aspiring to these different events and sports and singers and stuff like that around the world, I think if you think, well, if it's sort of good enough for them, if they're having fun, and where is she, who is it, how long does it take to get there, and you start sort of learning more about it, that's got to be good for it. And I get there's the commerce side of it, which is immediate, which is, you know, probably the month before, the month after, the quarter before, the quarter after, or the quarter during, whatever. But is there really, Anthony, a residual on property pricing that it helps?
Well, if you're coming from a different area, coming to Sydney, you've never been here before. It might just take that one person that visits, that falls in love with it, that sees themselves living here, that does want to come in and spend their life on our shores. So who's to say that that's not the case, really? How can you prove that that's not happened because of the Taylor Swift event or an event or a pop star, a superstar, whatever it might be?
Even if you're not a fan.
You could be the parents of your children coming here, and you might not be going to the concert, but yeah, as a byproduct of Taylor Swift, you are now looking at property prices and wanting to move here. So I just don't think you can draw a line in the sand and say that that's definitively not the case, because it could go one way or the other.
I was with two Serbian brothers yesterday. They're in their 60s, and their daughter was making media, mum, and how not texters or any tech these two guys are. She was making a joke of it, and I was talking about the benefits of social media, and I was saying, look, I'm always dealing with clients that are being dragged into the property or referred to the property by their son and daughter who are on social media. My point is, and where I'm going is, when you see these events and these people that are, they may not be into these singers or they may not be into these sports, there is a knock-on effect through all the family and all the friends in that influence, even though they may not be Swiftie fans. There is definitely that residual effect on everyone around them, where I've seen parents coming into the office that, I'm sure they're not Swiftie fans, but their daughter is, and suddenly it sucks in the whole family. I've seen some dads, coming in, some tradie dads coming in high vis with their kids getting photos for the Taylor tickets. So, there will be a knock-on effect across our property industry, definitely, as a result of the positive media that these guys bring to our city. And damn, we put on a good show as a city where, we're not gush. I think as fans, we're gushy, but certainly not as gushy as what you see in other places of the world.
Luke just has a comment to add as well. It's taken me a while to find it. Everyone wants to come to Australia. Definitely will help property prices. So it's not just us believing that. Luke says so as well.
And can I say something? I was on the back of what Luke just said, and the power of influence. I was talking to one of the guys from the office yesterday, and he's like, you know what? I said, when are you going to buy a property? And he goes, I'm thinking about, I'm going to maybe buy something in Queensland. I was like, why? And he said, the Olympics. And I was like,
why not?
You're going to buy property in Queensland because of the Olympics? And I've got to say, how many people I've heard say that in the last year that have said, and again, this is it's an event, and people are basing their purchase on the back of it. And I've no less than 100 people I've heard say that as a real estate agent in the last year. They're going to buy in Queensland, and they're going to buy because of Queensland. And I said to him yesterday, I said, you're going to buy in Queensland because of a 2-week event. And he goes, no, it's not 2 weeks, it's 4. Regardless. And he Googled, he goes, yeah, you're right, it's 2. So I said, you're gonna base your biggest purchase of your life that you've ever done based upon an event. Okay, I'm bringing this back to Taylor. Same thing. It's an event. And people do base their property purchasing on positive things that they can pin up and give reason to. So it's going to work.
And I just think that maybe this is a call out that we do need more of these international superstars to come to our shores to really help not only boost the economy, but also, yes, the property prices as well. So I don't know, as a very influential man yourself in real estate, Mark Novak, who would you call on? Who do you think would be the next influential person we could get here to have the Taylor Swift effect?
Biden.
What about Kim Kardashian?
Donald Trump. Kim Kardashian. Well, the Khloe Kardashians here, isn't she? The other sister.
Is she as influential as Kim? Pink is in Australia for 3 months, I believe.
No,
She's in
she's
Sydney at the
staying-
moment. Pink.
Yeah, Pink's loving it. Pink's it's 3 months. And what I'm seeing on media is that everyone's embracing Pink so much to say they're saying compared to Taylor Swift, Pink loves Australia more. Let's support Pink more. Yeah, it's true. She's here for 3 months. That's huge.
Massive. And I don't know why my image is frozen, but
I can hear you though. You look good frozen.
do I?
Yeah, it was lucky you had a good facial on when you did it.
I'm not picking my nose or something.
No.
But yeah.
All right. Well,
let's get.
guys, something to think about. Anything else to say, Zan?
I don't think so. Let's just get more of these international superstars, more of these major events coming to our shores so we can reap the benefits as a community.
And most importantly, have fun.
Yes. Have a great day, everybody.
See you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.